Harvard entered year 2 of the Andrew Orrick era in 2025 with high expectations. The Crimson, after all, was coming off its second straight Ivy League championship and would soon be eligible for the NCAA FCS playoffs for the first time. The focus, however, was on Harvard itself. Go 1-0 each week, and the rest would fall into place. The Crimson was dialed in from the start, outscoring its first two opponents, Stetson and Brown, by a combined score of 100-14. The fast start earned Harvard a number 25 ranking in the national media poll. After a 35-point win at Holy Cross, the Crimson, at this time ranked in both national polls, put their perfect start on the line in a nationally televised contest against Cornell. For the first time all season, Harvard faced some adversity, but responded with a 34-10 decision over the Big Red.
Jaden Craig, touchdown Harvard.
Another dominant showing came the following week, as the Crimson closed its non-conference slate with a 31-7 win over Merrimack College, setting up 5 straight weeks of Ivy competition to finish the regular season. First up was a road trip to Princeton, which became the first team to take a lead on Harvard in 2025. But the Crimson answered with 11 points in the final 3 minutes and 50 seconds of the first half and never looked back in a 35-14 win. Harvard shared the 2024 Ivy crown with Dartmouth and Columbia, and had each of those teams next on its schedule. The Crimson aced both tests against its fellow defending champs, scoring 31 points in each game to comfortably run its record to 8-0. With a chance to secure at least a share of the 2025 Ivy League title, Harvard welcomed to Cambridge Penn, the same team it had clinched against the previous 2 seasons. In 2023, the Crimson outlasted the Quakers in 3 overtimes, and in 2024, it kicked a game-winning field goal as time expired. The 2025 edition would certainly live up to those previous thrillers, as Harvard found itself in a shootout. Penn stressed the Crimson like no other team had over the first 8 weeks and led 27-14 late in the second quarter. But a Jaden Craig touchdown with 2 seconds left in the first half cut the Crimson deficit to 6. That score led to a pair of third-quarter touchdowns, with the defense holding firm as Harvard took a 35-27 lead into the fourth. But after a wild final quarter, the Quakers kicked a late field goal to give them a 43-42 lead with just 22 seconds left. That proved to be too much time for Craig, who orchestrated a 4-play, 40-yard drive in 17 seconds to put the Crimson at the Penn 35. It left place kicker Kieran Core with a 53-yard field goal attempt with 5 seconds left. The sophomore went on to drill his kick through the uprights, setting a school record and securing Harvard's 3rd straight conference championship. The Crimson had its 9-0 start to the season stopped at Yale, but the result did not prevent Harvard from receiving an at-large bid to the FCS playoffs in what was the Ivy League's first year of postseason eligibility. The Crimson earned a first-round date at 12th-seeded Villanova, but came up short in its playoff debut. Harvard was well recognized for its outstanding performance on the gridiron. Orrick was a finalist for the Eddie Robinson Award, which goes to the National Coach of the Year, and Captain Ty Bartram was up for the top defensive honor, the Buck Buchanan Award. Craig, meanwhile, was named a finalist for the Walter Payton Award, after a season that saw him set the Harvard career record for passing touchdowns and passing yards. As a team, the Crimson collected 15 All-Ivy honors, with 7 earning a spot on the first team. Despite the disappointment at the end of the season, Harvard could take pride in having won 3 straight Ivy League titles for the first time since 2013 to 2015, recording 9 wins for the first time in a decade and earning a top 10 national ranking in the final 3 weeks of the regular season.